Welcome or welcome back. My name is Sandrine, and this is episode 3 of How in the World Do You Pronounce It, where I help you make sense, pronounce, and practice all the challenging French names of cities and mountain peaks of stage 3, Reims to Epernay of this 2022 edition of the Tour de France Femmes, the women's tour. I am a native of France and I want to demystify the French language. Let me give you a few tips to help you with the French pronunciation. I encourage you to exaggerate vowels. I will teach you the easy way to pronounce the French R. We will work on what I call the banana smile. And most importantly, we will take a good breath before pronouncing most of the names in this stage. Lastly, as a good rule, please do not pay attention to the spelling of these French names. This is a good tip right there. Well, first I am going to say all the names of this stage in a row for those of you who already speak some French and want to hear them once. And then I will break them down. So here we go. The departure will be from Reims. Next, Côte de Trépaille, Bisseuil, Haï-Champagne, Côte de Vertu, Côte du Ménil-sur-Oger, Epernay, Côte de Mutigny, Montbernon, Epernay. All right, so there are, at least there, I believe, one loop here that goes from Epernay back to Epernay. We'll talk about that. So, as I said, the departure will be from Reims. So, there you have it, our first quick micro lesson of the day is how to pronounce the French R. Well, we can make it easy. Basically, the French R is a breath. Yes, of course, there are different accents in French, in France, just like anywhere else, and some people in France or francophones around the world have a more guttural R, but overall the French R is a breath and it sounds like this. Now, the secret to pronounce it this way is to just make sure that your tongue stays at the bottom of your mouth. So you can even practice this on your own by putting a finger on your tongue, and you know, your finger kind of keeps your tongue down in your mouth. Many people need that little trick because they often maybe they are influenced by the Spanish language, or and their tongue just wants to move and do something, but that's the thing, is you want it to just stay put, okay? And as your tongue stays put right there down at the bottom of your mouth, you exhale. So basically, again, it sounds like this. All right? And as I was explaining in my introduction, basically every time you want to pronounce any type of name in any language, I highly recommend you take a good breath first. So, in essence, first you inhale so you can exhale and keep your tongue down in your mouth to pronounce the ra, right? So, let's do it together. We take a good breath, we inhale first, and then we'll exhale and do the R. So, or the R. R. Again, encore. R. So there you have it. This is the French R. R. So the departure from this town is called Reims. So not only do we have the R sound, but we also have un. Even if you don't know much French, most people know about the un sound in number one. Un, deux, trois. So un. And if you followed the Tour de France Gentleman edition that just ended, basically the departure on France's in France, which was stage 4, was in Dunkerque. So dun, un. This is the sound we're looking for. So here we have, for this name Reims, we have ra, we have un that ends with a s. So uns. But then, yes, again, we have the ra. So we start with a good breath, and we make sure we exhale while our tongue stays down in our mouth, right? So we go like this. Reims. Right? So there you have it. Reims. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 21.6, so kilomètre 21,6 in Côte de Trépaille. All right, let's break this down. So, côte, so it's a O. It's a pretty closed up sound, pretty closed up O. And because the name is, this is just the beginning of the name of, yeah, let's put it that way, of the name, we need to keep going. So we're gonna have a little bit of a slight sound, and the sound, which is quite prevalent in the French language, so it's good to know how to pronounce it anyway, or even to recognize it and then pronounce it, of course. The sound is made by moving your jaws forward. You move them forward, and it should sound like a. And I say your jaws, I mean your jaws and your mouth, your lips. So here we have O, as in côte. So it's kind of sustained on the O, right? Côte, de. So we have twice the sound So that's why I wanted to emphasize on it. So far we have côte de. So let's do it together. Take a good breath. Côte de Trépaille. All right, so here it's tricky, but we can do this. This is exactly why I'm doing this. So here we have, mostly to break it down, we have the ra. So ra, the R sound, the R, the French R, I mean, the R, which sounds like ha. And right after it, we have the sound E. Now, E is a sound you make when the air you exhale goes up your mouth. It goes up there. You could say it's nasal. It goes up, if you will, right? Not to be confused with the E, which I call the banana smile, because that's how you can really differentiate these two. The banana smile, big smile, is a E sound, so it's different than the E. E goes up your mouth, if you will. E, so far we have, well, this is a part of it. Ra, E, it starts with a T, really, with a T, but we'll work on that. So, ra, e, and then we will have the sound I. So, a, very typical. It's the French a. It's a. So, open those vowels. Just exaggerate them. That's why I emphasize on this in my introduction. Very important. It will help you in any language, I would say, but maybe especially in French or Latin languages. But anyway, in any language, really. A, and a goes into a ya. I. Very common in French. I. All right? So, now that we know that we have mostly ra, e, I, here is the deal. We have the tricky part is that the name starts with a T, a T in French, T. And I know it's hard to pronounce a consonant before R, ra. So, what we're going to do, we just break it down. So we have T, ra, right? T, ra. T, ra. So you take a good breath. Do it with me, avec moi, with me, and let's go. T, ra. T, ra. And we try to merge them together. And it just sounds like this. It should sound like this. Tra. Right? You do it. You take a good breath. Tra. But wait, there's more. So now we have to include the sounds we learned earlier. E, I, right? So we have très, right? Très, take a good breath. Très, paille, right? So together, they sound like this. Très paille, très paille, très paille. So let's do it together, ensemble. We take a good breath. Très paille. There you go. There you go. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 44.1 au kilomètre 44,1 in, again, my introduction, there's a reason for it. Do not pay attention to the French spelling, please. It will confuse you. It's very confusing. So, here they will arrive in Bisseuil, Aï, Champagne. All right, let's break it down. We can do this. So basically here we do have the banana smile I was referring to earlier. So we have a E, big smile, E, because it's not a E. Another tip, do not, I would say, or do not hesitate to close your eyes when you want to focus on a specific sound. It will help your brain focus on that sound. So here we have, as I said, a E, banana smile. And we will have a again, forward movement of your jaws and your lips, or your mouth. And this sound will turn into ya. So it will sound like œil. Œil. And this little part has a few consonants, so it sounds like this. B, E again, E, B, seuil, seuil, B, seuil, So let's try it together ensemble. We take a good breath. Bi-seuil. Bi-seuil. Now, I'm going to make it sound a bit different because the name is not over. So we're going to say, now that you know how to pronounce it, bi-seuil, bi-seuil, bi-seuil. And the next part is aïe, aïe. So A, French A, which is A. And the banana smile, I, I. And they kind of merge together, but aïe, aïe, aïe. You try it. And then we have a word that you probably know, a name, a word that you've probably heard before, probably enjoyed before. Champagne. Champagne. So, champagne, what do we have here? Mostly we have en. The sound en, you can think of the word restaurant. So the end part of restaurant is exactly the sound we're looking for. En. Restaurant, en. So we have en. En here is part of chant. Soft sh that goes into en. So chant. Just like it's the same sound as in the Champs-Élysées. If you listen to my the first stage of the Tour de France Femmes and the last stage of the Tour de France Men. Let's put it that way. So chant is the sound we're looking for. Chant. And then we have, we'll focus on the A, French A, and the sound nya. Nya. It might go a tiny bit into nya. It's okay. It's in between nya, and nya. But we'll see. It depends. Either of these work. So, again, I would say, let's go back to agne. So, a, nya. Agne. Now, this sound is part of pagne. Right? You do it? And we do it together ensemble with a good breath first. Pagne. So far we have the famous word champagne. Right? So let's do it together ensemble. Take a good breath. Champagne. There you go. So, as a whole, this long name sounds like this. Bi-seuil, aïe, champagne. And we can try it together. Let's go for it. Take a good breath. Bi-seuil, aïe, champagne. Voila! Next, they will arrive at kilometer 78.9 au kilomètre 78,9 in another côte, Côte de Vertu. Now, again, we're looking for, so basically O, a little bit of a. So côte, de, again, de, côte de. So let's do it together ensemble with a good breath. Côte de. Vertu. So here we have, we have a R, we have the French R. R, again. Your tongue stays at the bottom of your mouth and you exhale. ra, ra, ra. And here it's part of the R, R. So basically, excuse me, it sounds just like the French R, R. That's how we pronounce the letter, R. And, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Let me get it back. So here, R starts, I would say, with V, the V. So we have so far vert, 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 vert. And because it's not over, I'm going to say vert, vert, vert. Let's do it together, ensemble. Take a good breath. Vert, vert. Tu, tu. Now this is a funny sound, I know. So here is a tip to pronounce it. Basically, you make a droopy face. You drop your jaws, your mouth, your lips. U, u, u. It should sound like this. Yeah, it's a droopy face that should help you pronounce it. U, u, u. Tu, tu, tu. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. Tu, tu, tu. Right? It's not that easy, but it's possible. Nothing is impossible in French, as we say. So far, we have vertu, vertu. And we can try to combine and merge them together. Vertu. So let's do it together, ensemble. We take a good breath. Vertu. Right? Now, we go back to the beginning. And we have, well, I'll pronounce it first, and then we go together. So, côte de vertu, right? So let's do it together now. Take a good breath, and off we go. Côte de vertu. There you have it. Now, next, they will arrive at kilometer 88.1, au kilomètre 88,1. Another quote. This one is a tiny different. Of course, but we can do this. So, let's go. Côte, côte, or I would say, yeah, I need to think because there are several words that after that, so afterwards. So, côte, 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 du. So here is the U we just learned. So, again, côte, 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 I would say, côte, du, U again, droopy face, du, côte du. Let's do it together with a good breath. Côte du. Ménil, ménil. So here we have e, which is not a e, right? It's a e. It goes up your mouth, up your palate. E. And then we have the E, the banana smile. So this is a prime example of having to differentiate these two. So first we have E, and then we have E. So these two sounds, E and I, are part of me, nil. Ménil. Me, e, ni, il, nil. Right? Let's do it together, ensemble. We take a good breath first, of course. Ménil. 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 Right? Sur. Another U, droopy, and it does end with a R, so French R, so ra, aha. Ur, sur. Take a good breath. sur, sur. Yeah. Auger, auger. So pretty close. O, 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 o. G, G. So again, the sound E, E. The air you exhale goes up your mouth, up towards your nose, if you will. E, E, with a soft J. G, G. So again, we have O, G, O, G, O, G. Let's try it together ensemble. Take a good breath. O, G, O, G. So let me go back up a little bit and we have sur, Auger, sur, Auger. We try together. Sur, Auger. Right? So, well, let's go back up a tiny bit more and we can do Ménil, 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 sur, Auger. Let's do it together. Ménil sur Auger. And as a whole, we have, ta-da, Côte du Ménil sur Auger. Right? We can do this. Let's try it together. We take a good breath. Côte du Ménil sur Auger. That's it. I mean, it was a tricky one. But, see, again, as long as we take the time and break the sounds down, it's easier, isn't it? Let me know. Please let me know in the comments below. Next, they will be doing a loop, 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 from Epernay back to Epernay. And again, this is the Champagne. Or did I mention this really? Yeah, I guess so. But to be clear, this is where champagne is made. This is where the grapes for champagne are grown and where they have been making champagne for quite a long time. So they will depart and arrive. So departure will be at kilometer 109.4 au kilomètre 109,4 in Epernay. Yes, Epernay. So, maybe already you recognize a few sounds. It starts with a E. Again, the air goes up your mouth. E. And then we have R, R. And then we have ne. Now, to go a bit more farther or further, we have Epernay. Right? So let's do it together. We take a good breath. And here we go. Epernay. Epernay. Right? Now we can try to merge them. And it would sound like this. Epernay. And you can do it. So we take a good breath again. Epernay. There you go. And as I said, because it's a loop, they will arrive at kilometer 112.6 au kilomètre 112,6 back to Epernay. There you go. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 117.8 au kilomètre 117,8 in another one. This one is called Côte de Mutigny. All right, let's break it down. So again, we have côte, followed by de, So yes, I would say twice we have the sound, forward movement of your jaws, your mouth, lips even. So de, côte de, right? Côte de, Mutigny. So yes, we have the U sound, the droopy face. U. Mu, right? Mu. T, banana smile. T, and in fact we have two banana smiles, right? So we have T and we have ni, which is part of a nya, just like in champagne, right? Nya. And nya goes into a banana smile. I. So ni. Exaggerate, open your mouth. Ti, ni. You do it with me. We take a good breath. Ti, ni. Right? And we go back up a little bit and we have mutigny. So let's try this one. We take a good breath. We do it together. Mutigny. Right? So, as a whole, we have Côte de Mutigny. Let's do it together. Ensemble, we take a good breath. Côte de Mutigny. Voilà. Next, we're almost there, or they will be almost there. At kilometer 129.7, au kilomètre 129,7, they will arrive in Montbernon. So let me break it down. We have first the quite famous, I think, French sound that is on. Yeah, on. And make fun of it, so you know it's very nasal, very French actually. Mon. And again, make sure you don't look at the way it's spelled, because yeah, you don't really want to look at, don't look at it. Just listen to my voice. That's the best way to understand how these names are pronounced. So, mon, right? Then, the second part is Bernon. So, we have a sound as we had in Epernay, R. Here we have bear. Yeah, you could think of a bear. You could pronounce it with a French accent. Bear, really. Bear, R. Bear. Non. If you know that this is the French way of saying no, you have it. So non, right? Non. So together they form Bernon. So let's do it ensemble together. Take a good breath. Bernon. Right? So as a whole, what do we have? Montbernon. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. Montbernon. Voilà. And the finish line, l'arrivée, the finish line will be at kilometer 133.6, au kilomètre 133,6, back to the Champagne, the Champagne city, if you will, which is, again, Epernay. 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 You did it. Congratulations. I hope it was easier than you thought it would be. Let me know. And, well, this is it for stage 3. And next will be stage 4. And a sneak peek for you, they will depart from trois to and arrive in Bar-sur-Aube. All right? So I will break these all down for you. That's my goal. I really want to help you with these. I might try to do a video of the French writers. I will try, because I think there are a few, and I will try to do that. But in the meantime, I will see you next for stage 4. All right, see you then. Thank you.